Hey Aiden, it's your big sister Monica. It feels just like yesterday, 3 years ago actually, but it feels like yesterday that you got up to give my appreciation speech my senior year. And now I am getting to do the same, and I can't be more excited. So thank you for asking me, faculty at ACA, to do this. Um, Aiden, I know how much you've grown these last 2 years, and I can't be more proud of you. You have made so many more friends. You've become a comedian to an extent, that crazy humor of yours. And I know that there are many who look up to you and really respect you. And no matter what you go on to do later in life, I know that the Lord has something amazing planned, that He will guide your steps and keep you safe. I'm sorry senior year kind of ended up this way, but I know the Lord's got you. So, I love you.
Hi, I'm Nick, Alex Manov's older brother. It's been amazing watching Alex grow from a quirky and sometimes annoying little kid, no idea where he got that from, to a still quirky and amazing young man. He's become a very sociable and outgoing person who's not afraid to put himself out there and try something new, like the videos on his YouTube, for example. He's always been a very caring person. For example, offering to help out around the house, even when he was little, Mama, do you need help with the kitchen? Stuff like that. And he's very driven, both at school and with his goals in life. So Sasha, relax today, you've earned it, and keep being you. Love you.
I thank God for blessing me with an incredible big brother. Alex, you are smart, funny, and clever. You are kind, honest, and hardworking. You are not only my favorite brother, but my fabulous friend, running partner, chore helper, travel planner, green thumb gardener, my marvelous math tutor, and role model. You inspire me to be a better person. You humbly serve others with compassion and joy. You passionately work to protect and save the precious animals of this world. I am so excited for you on your new journey. I know you will shine God's light brightly wherever He leads you. Congratulations, Alex. I am so proud of you. I love you, Alex, and I will really miss you at home.
Hi, I'm Natalie.
And I'm Josiah.
And our sister's Alexis. Alexis, we love you and we're so proud of you, and both of us are going to share a few things that we really appreciate about you. So I really love traveling around the world with you. You have such an appreciation for other cultures and other foods, and I've loved seeing that firsthand, seeing how much you love our extended family overseas. I also really have enjoyed seeing how much you love baking and cooking and art, and how much you appreciate God's creation. Yeah.
I've also enjoyed spending quality time with you over the last month, and also while Natalie was away at college, and just getting to spend that quality time with you was really fun for me, and I will probably remember it for a long time. I've also noticed you growing in your academics through the years, and also your love of all things botanical.
Yes, we love that. And let's see. I'm really proud of you for picking up a new instrument and doing jazz band and doing theater, orchestra pit. And like Josiah said, you are so smart and you have really excelled in your academics. I can't wait to see how the Lord uses you in college. And I know that everybody who comes in contact with you is going to love you because of your sweet and caring spirit. So we're really proud of you, and
we love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, so this is a student appreciation video for Andy Yin, and sadly I've only known Andy for a short time before he has to leave, but Andy's a real stand-up guy. He's always nice in the hallway. I don't think I've ever seen Andy sad, really. He's always happy, always got a smile on his face. He's just a great guy, and he never fails to make me laugh in calculus or in the hallway. We share light conversations all the time, and every time I'm laughing. He is a god at ping pong. Me and him started the ping pong club, which I don't know what happened to that, don't worry about it. But me and him started the ping pong club. He's super outgoing, and he's just a great guy, and He's so loving and caring, and I really wish him the best in this next step of his life, and I know he's going to do great things, so I just hope he remembers me when he's famous. Thanks, Andy.
Asher Davidson. Okay, I mean, where do I even start, you know? He's just incredible. That boy, he's an angel boy. And that beard. Oh, that beard. If he ever shaved that beard, I don't know what I would do. Oh, and he loves hiking. One day, I wish to go on a hike with him. He's a real outdoor boy. And he's been a great friend. I really wish I had more time to spend with him.
Hi everyone, Brooke Crisp. Wow, I've known Brooke my entire life. Our families have one kid in between each of the other families, and so I've gone to graduation for like 4 or 5 years in a row, and this is the first year that I'm not going. It's really weird. And so I just wanted to make sure that I could appreciate Brooke in some way. Albeit not in person. Brooke, you have an amazing, amazing character. God has done so much in your life and through you in my life. You have taught me so much. You've taught me to be strong. You've taught me to be mature. You've taught me to be joyful and spontaneous. You've taught me not to worry about so many things. And that's something I really struggle with, and you have helped me so much with that. Brooke, I know that you're going to be an amazing college student, and I hope that we stay friends the rest of our lives. Thank you.
Cade is the type of person that no matter how bad your day has been going, his sarcasm will make you smile. He makes fun of me and teases me all the time, but I know that means he cares about me. No matter what stupid idea I have, he's always right there with me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll go with it. No matter how awkward the situation is, he always has something to say to break the tension, or create more. Either way, it's hilarious. He truly is my best friend, and I don't know what I'd do without him. I can't believe he's going to leave me to be the only kid left in the house. But I know how fun at Wilmington. It was definitely the right pick for him. You'll do great at school and enjoy yourself. Thanks for always having my back. I'm going to miss you at college, so you better come home and see me. Love you.
Hey Caleb, it's David. I really enjoyed playing Frisbee with you last year, and I would have this year, and I'm sad that it didn't end up happening this year. But looking back on all the fun times from last season, I'll always remember the trick plays we ran to perfection and all the silly names we had. All the events with Carson, anything that has Carson in it is funny. And the tournament last year when we played all those 4 games in the heavy rain and just mud, that was pretty fun. I'm very glad to have gotten to know you through Frisbee and through Strength last year. It was always definitely a fun time, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing you in future alumni and senior versus students games in my junior and senior year of high school. And I hope that college treats you well and your next chapter in life is a good one. See ya.
Callie Dinos, it's crazy to think that you won't be with me every day next year. You've been such an important person in my life, someone I know I can have a good laugh with, or someone I can have to talk with. Through the years, I have seen you grow into a strong, beautiful, music-loving woman. My favorite memories of us together are always during band or orchestra, 2 places that I feel the most love in. And our trips to Disney, New York, Raleigh, and Ohio all remind me of the good times I had with you. With you not being around next year, I honestly don't know how fun things will be anymore. Our inside jokes, bursts of laughter at the dumbest things, and the constant need for coffee. How will I do it all without you? Thank you, Callie, for having my back during the good times and the bad times. I want you to know that I will miss you so much, but I wish you good luck in everything. Thank you for teaching me what it means to be strong. Despite the problems life throws, trusting in God will always bring us peace and hope. I want you to know that God loves you and He is always with you, and I love you. Thank you for everything.
To my older brother Cameron, I'd like to thank you for being there for me through thick and thin, for showing me how to become a better person. I look up to you for that. Just the other day I was on FaceTime talking to my friend, and all of a sudden our siblings came up. I remember when I would lay you down on the floor and blow on your belly button and die of laughter. I remember us going outside to play on the playground in our backyard when we would get bored, and you would try and swing us as far as you could on the horse slider, making us bout leap around the beam holding us up. I remember when we would go to Nenu's and I would lay on the top of your back on the couch while we watched Wheel of Fortune. I remember when we would get to go tubing at the lake and Dad was going in circles and all of a sudden we hit a wave and I about flew off the tube, but you were just laughing your head off, not having a care in the world and asking if I was okay. But most of all, I remember all the late night talks we would have about our secrets and things we've done that Mom and Dad still don't know about to this day. I'm sad to see you move on with your life and go to college and eventually move out and start a family, but I'm also so happy for you. I've seen you form not only into this teenage boy, but a Christian man over the years, and I'm so proud of what I see. I'm proud of you, Cam. I know it must suck not being able to see your friends anymore, but I mean, hey, you still got me. I'm going to miss our rides in the big old dually to and from school and our daily jam outs after school, listening to all sorts of music. I know I may not always show my love for you, but I truly do love you so much, and I'm glad to have you in my life. I wouldn't know where I would be in life without you, Bubba.
In a world full of people, one girl is a little different.
Showstop. 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 Showstop.
Hey Caroline, you are quite honestly the funniest person I know, and I'm gonna miss you so much next year. I love you, I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things you accomplish in your future. In honor of freshman year driver's ed, Caroline, I wrote you a haiku to sum up our friendship. Best friends since 5th grade. You make it easy to laugh. I love you so much.
Caroline, to me, your friendship is joy, and it's only ever brought me joy and laughter, and I want to thank you for that, and I want to thank you for how genuine and how sincere you are about every single thing that you do, and I love you.
Hey Caroline, hope you enjoyed the video. Just wanted to let you know that you're appreciated by me and by many others. I really value your intelligence and your humor and your uniqueness and the way that you stick to that uniqueness no matter what. You are who you are, and I know that you're going to keep on doing that in college, wherever you go, and I'm very proud of you, all that you've accomplished in high school, and hope that you see that and what God's done in your life so far.
Carson, the first time I met you was during my freshman year turkey chase, and I was one of the clue givers. You sprinted into the marbles lab, slammed your hands on the table, and demanded for your next clue, determined to win. And you did end up winning. I would later find out that you're not as scary as I originally thought, and actually a wonderful person. President of the Foodies Club, co-Frisbee captain, jazz theory enthusiast, and so much more, Carson is someone you will never ever forget. Whether it be running errands for Mr. Engel, chatting with Madame, or writing sip slides, you've never failed to make me smile. I'm beyond grateful to have someone as good as you in my life. Thank you for playing the best music in the car, listening to me ramble on about that phone camera, letting me take you on useless hikes, rewatching all the movies I've never seen before, and being overall one of my favorite people in the world. I'm so proud of you, and you're so much more talented than you realize. I know you're going to do amazing things. Give Fred a pat from me, and I will see you soon.
Cheyenne, you are lovely. Thank you so much for your uplifting and energetic personality. It has made my days better on so many occasions. Thank you for your laughter and enthusiasm and everything that you do, from choir to theater to just sitting around talking in the morning before class. I've had so many good memories with you, from theater and waiting backstage during rehearsals, choir competitions, everything. You just make it better. You are so incredibly strong, and your perseverance does not go unrecognized. Thank you for exhibiting your walk with Christ in ways that can impact others like me, who truly look up to you. Your presence and smile in these halls will be sorely missed, but you are ready to take what your life has in store for you. Even as you explore this next step in your life, remember that you will always have people who love you back here at ACA. Thank you.
Claire, I don't even want to think about you leaving me. What am I going to do next year without you? How will I go through my day without seeing your beautiful face or talking to you about everything as we walk in the halls? You are such a close friend, and imagining not being able to see you or hang out with you is the worst. But I know I can always call or text you, because you are always there for me when I need a shoulder to cry on, even when you are at Clemson. You are always encouraging me to better myself by being such an amazing friend. I am sad we won't be able to laugh at our creations in ceramics, or walk to chapel together, always being late because we took forever to clean up. I miss you already. I don't want Clemson to take you, but you better believe I will be coming to visit you. I can't believe our time together in high school has come to an end. It is a bittersweet moment because I know you are about to experience life, and I am excited for you. God has such a great plan for you and your life, and I want to still be a part of your life even when you're not here. I love and miss you.
Wow, Colin. Congrats on being about to graduate from high school. I can't think of a bigger accomplishment than graduating from Asheville Christian Academy. You're a good kid. You're smart too. Colin, I've known you for a long time. A little over a decade now. I've seen you grow into a young man that, quite frankly, I'm proud of. I mean, you mow the grass, you walk the dog, you volunteer at the nursing home, and you're a best-selling author. Is there anything you can't do? Oh, that's right. You can't show up to school on a regular basis, but that's okay. I mean, you're a great kid. Good luck at state next year. I love you, and I'm proud to call you my brother. Just know if you ever need anything, anytime or any place, I'll be here for you. Love you, kiddo.
Colin Scott. One of the first things you notice about Colin is that he sleeps a lot. Now, whether this is a good or a bad thing is up to you, but personally, I think it's a good thing. Whenever you get a lot of sleep, you're typically in a good mood, and that shows through in Colin. Because he's a really nice guy, and those of you who didn't get to meet him, I'm sorry for you, because he's the best. Now, I'm really sad the year got cut off early, but, you know, that's alright. Anyways, thanks for being a good pal, Colin, and I'll see you next year.
Alright, here we go, Connor. It's absolutely insane to me that you're a senior. This means no more high fives and ranting about the day between 4th and 6th period, or Ingles runs after school. You become not just one of my true, genuine best friends at ACA, but you become one of my brothers. From seeing you every Friday and Saturday night, when you and Luke would be up in the pasture hunting raccoons, even though over the past year, y'all haven't killed a single one. To you slinging me into a mailbox behind the four-wheeler in the snow a day after I had gotten a concussion. To the time you got tased and were so mad you walked to Cane Creek Pool from my house at 1 a.m. That's a good 5 miles. I'll never forget the adventures you and my brother have drugged me along, or the amount of times you've honked at me while driving out of ACA's parking lot. Speaking of driving, you taught me how to do that too, which explains the 2 accidents I've already been in. Shall I quote, "The brakes are only meant for red lights, Hannah." Connor, you're one of the most ambitious, caring, funny, and loud in a good way people I know. You shine love onto everyone you come into contact with, and strive for big dreams like Civil Air Patrol. Not one person at ACA doesn't love you, Connor. I love you so much, and I'm gonna miss you so much too. I can't wait to see what crazy dreams life brings you. I'll always be better at mini golf, and you'll always be better at driving go-karts. Again, no brakes, so it makes sense. P.S. Please don't buy another car. You've had 3 in the past 2 years. I promise you, buddy, you don't need another one. I'll miss you like crazy, but thank you for being my other sibling and being there through the hills and the valleys. I love you, Connor, and hope the best for you.
Hey, I'm David, and Ellen is my older sister. When we were younger, we used to sneak away from our schoolwork and go upstairs to play with Playmobil or Legos or our stuffed animals, and we thought we were very clever in this. This is just one example of the crazy and fun times we have had together in our childhood. In the last few years, you have brought me countless cookout milkshakes, and our frequent Saturday morning breakfasts at Chick-fil-A or Biscuit Head will never get old. Thank you for being my personal chauffeur and food delivery service. Even though I'll miss these things, I will not miss being yelled at to get out of bed and get to the car ASAP, or snacks frequently disappearing from the cabinet to eventually turn up empty in your room. Thank you for being loving, caring, funny, crazy, chill, and my wonderful big sister. I hope you have an amazing next chapter of your life at Clemson, and I love you. Please come back and visit.
Elliot, there are few people that I've been with on this earth as long as I have with you, the only other two being Mom and Dad. I have a lot of great memories with you, from nearly drowning you in a pool when we were little kids at Nan and Pop's house to most recently when you tried to get me to do a Ponzi scheme with you. I really enjoyed those moments, maybe you not as much. But jokes aside, I've really appreciated how you've grown and become your own man. It feels like just yesterday I went to college with kind of my little brother just to come back and see that he not only has eclipsed me in both height and just body weight, but in both knowledge and just maturity. And it's been a real blessing to see you grow and become the person that you are today. I look forward to see what God's going to do into your life, and I'm just so thankful that I've gotten to be your brother through this time.
Elliot, you were one of the first 3 men in my whole entire life. You weren't exactly totally happy to see me when I first came home, but we grew to love each other. Took a while, definitely did, but we did. These past 2 or 3 years have been my favorite years of spending time with you. You have poured into me God and just good wisdom and how I can navigate through this crazy world filled with people and sin. And you have grown into such a big young man that is continue to overflow with knowledge and strength and love for other people and compassion. And I know that God is working in your life in ways that you can't even imagine right now. And I can't either, but I know He's there, and I know His loving hand is on you and guiding you. And I know that wherever He takes you, whether that be to Chapel Hill as you planned or somewhere where you completely didn't expect, I know He's going to work through you to make the world a better place, because you are a great light, Elliot, and you can never forget that, because I haven't. I love you and I believe in you.
Hey Emily, I'm really sad that, you're gonna go off to college and do amazing, beautiful things, and it's unfortunate that we weren't able to do our last show together, and I'll miss that. I'll miss your beautiful brown bags that you write me, and our fun little conversations in the hallway, and all the fun things we used to do together and all that. You're such a sweet person. Very beautiful, okay? I love you. You're the best. Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna do great. And if you need anything to talk to or just get stuff off your chest, please call me, okay? I'll be happy to talk to you. I love you so much. Congratulations on making it through your entire career at ACA, and I hope you do wonderful things in life. I love you. Bye.
Emma Gladden, where do I even begin? I'm gonna miss your smile that lights up a room and your sweet laugh that is filled with imminent joy so much. You shine the light of Jesus to everyone that you encounter and through everything that you say and do. Words cannot express how much I will miss you, and I just want to thank you for being who you are and helping me grow my relationship with the Lord. You are like another big sister to me, and I'm going to miss you so much.
Hannah, even though you may not know it, I have looked up to you my whole life, and especially during high school. I have enjoyed all the memories we have made on just the car rides home from school. Whether it be blaring country music and singing at the tops of our lungs, or hearing you rant about classes and problems you had, then saying RIP just to see what happens. Not a good idea, as I have learned the hard way. I remember when we were coming home from school and you rolled your window down and it didn't come back up. We then had to drive with a piece of plastic over the window and the door panel off till I could fix it. We have some memories at ACA, but my most favorite memories are the fun ones made with you outside of ACA. I wish I could put videos and pictures into my speech because I can't describe the years of fun we had growing up. Like when we were at Nana's pool and we kept splashing and making the pool warden mad, or how we went to Graveyard Fields and the water was so cold. I'm going to miss being able to barge into your room and do the most random things to annoy you or distract you from doing homework. I can't count the times we have laughed so hard over the stupidest things, like you cutting onions with goggles, or the vacuum making weird sounds. I'm going to miss being able to make funny videos of you dancing and eating food in a weird way. As I was going through my phone, I saw videos of you trying to do a flip into the pool and landing flat on your back, and how I would randomly bop your head when you had your hair in a bun. I'm going to miss chasing you through the house after you hit me or pulled my hair and me breaking the stair pillars trying to trip you. Or how, out of the blue, you come in my room and start dancing and touching my stuff. Every day, I look at the mirror and laugh at how you shot it with my BB gun and the big crack you left in it. I know your senior year was cut short by Corona and how it affected you, and I'm sorry. But I'm also sad that we couldn't make more memories together. I love your crackhead energy, as it is called these days, and how we both go crazy and make weird sounds all the time. I am glad that you're my older sister, and that you were a role model to me throughout my whole life, especially during high school. I hope you have a great time at college, and I will miss you surprisingly, but I am sure I will still find a way to annoy you. I love you, Hannah.
Hey sibling, here you are, coming to the end of high school and you're graduating. I'm so proud to see all that you've accomplished and excited to watch you carry that into the future. NC State has gained a kind, loving, and adventurous girl, and I can't wait to watch you grow into the person that you're supposed to be. I would normally be saying how much I'll miss you next year, but it's a blessing to know that you'll be 30 minutes down the road from me, rather than 250 miles away, and that it'll be so easy to come pick you up for brunch on the weekends or stay and go to a game with you on campus. Always know that I'm just a phone call and a short drive away, no matter the time or the day. I've had the privilege of watching you grow your whole life, and know that if anything is true, you will love everything new about college, all of the new opportunities, the new friends, and taking that step into adulthood. I know that you're ready for all these changes and that they will meet you with grace. Moving into this next stage, it is easy to focus on how everything has changed, but a few things remain constant. I'm still going to watch out for you and want to know all about what you're doing. It's my job. I'll still order your food for you at restaurants, and I'm still always here to be your best friend and your big sister. I love you always, sibling, and I'm so happy for you in this next chapter of your life.
Hannah Davis, I want to begin by saying how much I will miss you next year. I cannot imagine walking through the hallways and not seeing your sweet smile brighten my day. It's never easy to say goodbye, especially to an amazing friend like yourself. Hannah, you are truly a ray of sunshine in everybody's life. Your attitude towards the world is always positive. If I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever heard you say one negative thing. That is one of the many reasons so many people love you. One of my favorite things about you is you're always down for an adventure. Your spirit is unmatched and your heart is bigger than the Grinch's after his grew. You love to dance and sing, like when me, you, and Hannah Crawford were the only ones dancing at the CB after party, or jamming in the car before school. I'm sad that our days at school are over because I won't be able to see your shining face and say, "Hey Hannah D," as we pass each other in the halls. I am also sorry your senior year was cut short, but I am happy that I got to spend 2 years of my high school experience with you. You are such a bright, bubbly person, and I know God has the most amazing plans for your life ahead. I can't wait to see what He does. You were put in my life, and I am thankful every day for it. I love you, Hannah D.
Hal has lived with us for 3 years. He has learned to speak Japanese so he can go to college in Japan. And here are some moments with Hal.
Harrison, the year's not ending the way that you and your classmates deserve. I'm sorry. But present circumstances do not define you so much as how you got here. You have given your utmost in school and in cross-country and in theater. Your work ethic inspires me, and whatever happens next, it will continue to serve you well. I know that next year, your classmates and teachers will miss your curious mind, your razor-sharp wit, and your even-tempered outlook on life. The unique circumstances in which you find yourself are outside of your control. All you get to decide is what to do with them. You have proven yourself wise beyond your years in the past, and I still have faith in you. I love you.
I don't think I really appreciated the positive impact Henry had on my life until I left for college, which I feel like a lot of siblings can relate to that. Going off to college and not seeing someone every day that you joke around with and fight with and just do life with really makes you realize how much they do mean to you. And no one can make me laugh the way Henry makes me laugh. His jokes and impressions are just so like on another level. And I really loved getting to see him like grow into his talent and his passion for art and animation lately. And I'm so proud of him for getting into SCAD and going there to pursue his dream of doing animation. And I really can't wait to see where he takes this and where God takes him with this, because I really think he's gonna be super successful because he just has so much talent, and I'm so proud.
About a year ago, my grandpa and I were fishing when he looked over and told me that in life, you'll have a lot of friends, but you'll only have a few buddies. Jax, you're one of my buddies. I know that this is a really frustrating time and that we're both really sad that we missed out on this last season. And I feel robbed, really, of getting a chance to make a few more memories before you and the rest of the seniors graduate. But I am really grateful for the times that we did get to spend together. All the fishing, the Dukes of Hazzard, all the workouts, every little thing. And I'm really sad that it's got cut short, but I know that our friendship is not going to end with your online graduation, and the memories I've made with you are going to last a lifetime. Love you, bro.
John, it's an honor to be physically in person back at the ACA auditorium to celebrate you and a triumphant senior year gone exactly as expected. I'm writing this in January, but I can already tell 2020 will be special. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go off script here. So, with every arrangement being altered, I have had the unexpected privilege of being back home with you. I'm getting to know sides of you that weren't fully formed when I graduated last year. 2 years ago? 3 years ago? I'm thrilled to say that you've matured from Mad and Mobile Mullet Man into a unique, confident, empathic, hardworking, intentional person whom I respect. And I'm being told I have to mention hair length at some point. But don't take my sentiment as an aspersion to your 9th grade self. In reality, what you are today makes me admire Mad and Mobile Mullet Man more than before, because now I can see where you were going, and it's this that makes me excited for your future. Even in about as uncertain as times get, you're near undeterrable. You're programming, you're making a video game, you're writing with a ferocity that astounds me. So yes, I can imagine looking back at the wacky today a few years on with 2020 vision, haha, knowing the amazing things you are about to do at LTU and beyond, and discovering some newfound appreciation for who you were in 2020. But I also love you today. I just don't have the time to explain what makes John Perkin great. And fortunately, with you, I really don't have to. Congratulations.
Hey Johnny, it's Jack. I'm doing your senior goodbye speech. I just wanted to say, when you first came a couple years ago, I was like, dang, he needs to play football. Because you were massive back then. You're even bigger now. But I don't know, you just brought that silent leadership to the line on our football team, and you succeeded there. And you were a great friend, even though we didn't talk a whole bunch. I loved every moment that I had next to you, because you were always so funny and you were always so competitive. And you remind me a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger because of your competitive nature, and you're huge and you love weightlifting, and you're just a fun guy to be around. And I wish you luck wherever you're going out in college. And yeah, don't forget about us.
Jonathan, as the dedicated father to many potted plants, I understand that you're very busy, and so I don't want to waste your time. There are many things that I appreciate about you, two in particular that I want to talk about for the next 50 seconds. For me, right at about the same time, I realized two key things. One, that I very much appreciated you as a friend, and two, that I admired your role and your godly influence in your friends. I realized as a freshman in college, there were often times I found something I thought was funny, and you were the first person that I wanted to send it to. So for me, a good valuation of who I care about is to whom I send my memes, and you were often that guy. Secondly, and more importantly, as you developed in high school, I got to watch and see as you developed lots of guys around you in a godly manner. As a counselor and as a leader of Sunday night group in David's Men, and then also chaplain. And I think you had a very impactful role on lots of godly people. Came to realize that you are someone worth looking up to. Obviously not for me, of course, because I am taller than you, and for the foreseeable future, I will be pretty consistently looking down upon you. But from a point of character, you are someone worth looking up to. I have always and will always love you. This is not goodbye, mainly because I will be seeing you every single day almost for the next 4 months, but I'm actually looking forward to that. So congrats on graduating, and I love you.
Hi, Kaya. So this is your senior speech, which obviously means that you're graduating. You know, you're leaving me, which is like, you know, I guess it is what it is. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do when you leave, and I don't have anyone to go on random thrift shopping trips with, or anyone to get lost with at this Max Patch that supposedly exists. I don't think it does, but that's okay, because you're going to college, and you're going to love college so much, and you're one of the strongest people that I've ever met. The most craziest story. I love you so much, and like, you better come back. You have to come visit me.
Hey Kaylee, I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see all of your adventures in app, and I'm just so thankful for you, and just thank you so much for everything that you've done for me through regular, like, everyday school and through volleyball season. Like, you have taught me so much, and you've been a real role model for me, and I really appreciate you, and I love you so much. And I'm just so proud of you, and thank you so much for everything that you've done, not only for me, but for our whole team and for our whole school. I love you, Kaylee.
Hey Quavo, it's me. It's your senior year, and I hope that you had fun. I will miss you in the hallway, seeing you all the time, hearing your funny jokes and hearing you laugh at Coach Ficker and talking to Coach Ficker. You'll have to come visit us and see us again and laugh around the hallways and joke about everyone. We'll miss you lots. See ya.
The senior appreciation video is for Quavo, and it's very sad that the senior year does not have a better ending and that we have to do these videos virtually, but I'm glad to say how much of a good friend Quavo is and that we've had so many good memories together, and I will be very sad not to be able to see him next year, and I will miss him very much.
You talk about somebody developing their baseball skills, and to me, I do think of Logan Glover. I remember seeing him the first time at JV practice. I believe I was in 8th grade, and I saw Logan over there in left, and I'm like, wow, he can't swing a bat, or he doesn't even know what a glove is. I mean, it was rough. It was rough, I gotta admit. And then I got to just even the following season, next year, or last year, I guess I should say. I was in 9th grade, and Logan, I think, had 3 or 4 hits on the season, and some really nice catches. I remember two catches on the warning track against St. Joseph's Catholic, as well as a hit against Christ School at the middle, and a hit as well against, I guess, Roslyn too. But we told like 4 on the season, and have only been able to, barely even identify a baseball glove or a bat, and to getting hits in extra games. It's a great improvement, and I will never forget that leap you made in just a year's time. It's certainly greater than any leap I've made over a year. And so I will remember that about Logan Glover.
Hey Glover, thanks for playing baseball these last few years. And don't let anybody tell you that the way you wear your hat is crazy, because I think it's awesome. I hope you have a great years in college, and good luck to you, man.
What's up, Glover? It's Ben. I just wanted to say that it sucks that you weren't able to play your senior season on the field. I just wanted to thank you for being a good friend and such a chill and cool senior. So thanks, dude.
Luke is a great big brother in our family, but it took a lot of work on my part to get him there. His first important lesson came when he was 8 and was supposed to be watching me at Hershey Park. There was one huge water slide our mom told us to stay off of, but as soon as we could get away from her, we made a beeline for it. By the time I got to the top, I realized my mistake. Not only was it really high, but Luke had abandoned me about halfway up. It took him 30 minutes to find me after I worked up the courage to come down. And I like to think he learned a great deal about responsibility that day. He also learned all of his first driving lessons with me in the four-wheeler beside him. Most importantly, he figured out which was the gas and which was the brake. Our garage will never be the same. He also learned gun safety from me after he shot my arm with a BB gun, and I tattled on him. But now he's finally just about a perfect big brother, and my sister is reaping all the benefits of my hard work. I'm sure he'll do great in college and whatever else the future has in store for him.
What I love about Lydia is how she's so talented and is a big role model for me to follow. She is amazing and she always helps those in need. And sometimes she's like a cat. I mean, you can never know her mood. But I love being her little sister, and she's amazing and she's truly someone to look up to. And I think that it's a huge opportunity for her to be going to college, but I'll also really miss her when she goes.
Lyd is definitely one of the most exciting people, I guess. You could call her that, maybe. She's definitely the craziest among the Basham family, that's for darn sure. But I guess her craziness and drama add to her determination and emotional status in a way. Such as if she's really determined on something, she will do it to her best ability and probably will not stop until it's finished. And that is definitely something that I've seen with her artwork as it has progressed further on over the years and has gotten to the point where I'd say she's the best one I know. So yeah, that's my sister. She's pretty darn boss.
Well, you won't find many people louder than my sister, that's for darn sure. But I think that's a good thing, since she's probably the best singer that I know. And so that no matter where she goes, I will most likely hear her no matter how many states away she is. And it'll at least be pretty good. Love it.
Oh, is she finally leaving? Thank God. I won't have to listen to musicals every day, often at high volume. We'll also have to hear every day that Tony Stark is dead. And that awfully alarming laughter that suddenly explodes resounding through the house won't happen either. I guess it's gonna be a lot quieter. I can sleep better. Though I suppose we won't be watching too many shows together, that'll be kind of disappointing. She'll be fine. Bye.
Hey Mac, so I'm doing your senior appreciation video and I was trying to figure out where to start, and I tried to think of when we first met and I honestly couldn't really remember it because it feels like ever since we became friends we've been best friends and that we've been friends forever, and I just can't imagine going through high school without you. Next year is going to be really different without eating all my lunches and annoying Mr. P with you, and then I don't know what I'm going to do in the booth without you. If it weren't for you, I would never have gone to the booth, and it's something that I love, so I'm so grateful that you got me to go out there and try something new. Just remember that my door is always open. Always come over and hang out. We'll have to hang out a ton next year since we won't have school. And just remember, even though you're gone, we will always be friends, and I will miss you a ton. Love you, Mac.
Welcome back to American Idol. Our next contestant is Maddie Ford. She's from Asheville, North Carolina, where she is loved by all of her friends and family. She's one of the smartest, most beautiful, and caring people you will ever meet.
To my sister, Mary Taylor, Murray, my very bestest friend. It was seriously just yesterday that we were dressing up and doing fashion shows, eating snacks and having picnics in the treehouse, going to the Biltmore with Mom, and playing basketball before school. I have so many memories, and you were in all the best ones. Like when we went through that phase where all we did was take CamWow pictures. Those were some silly times. Now you're graduating. It's hard to think that I won't get to live with my best friend anymore, but it's time for you to go out and do what God has called you to do. I'll miss your smile, the random deep talks right when I'm trying to go to bed, the laugh attacks, the hugs, and all the good advice. I'll try not to mess up my life without it. I'm so thankful God gave me you. Thank you for being the best role model in my other half. I know you're gonna hecking thrive at Wheaton. I love you forever, bestie.
My name is Michael Moore. I'm the brother of Matthew Robert Moore, born May 31st, 2001. And I'm excited to spend my last year of college as well as his first year at NC State University. Go Pack! Matt is way smarter than I am. He's got all A's this semester, got into NC State engineering, super hard to do, helps everybody else with their homework, super selfless guy, and is way smarter than I will ever be, which is okay. But just some tips, Matt. Make sure you have fun, but not too much fun, because you're gonna have billions of hours of homework. It's nothing like high school, don't worry. And I just hope that you do your best, and grades don't matter as much in college as they do in high school, don't worry.
Mia's my sister, and I respect her and I look up to her because she doesn't back down and she stands up for what she believes in, even if everybody else is telling her she's wrong. And like in this world, people are constantly putting you down for being a Christian or whatever political views and stuff you have. And I like that she doesn't waver in it.
Mia is obviously my cousin, because this one is my cousin too. But I really appreciate Mia's ability to create things in any form or fashion, that she can just like impromptu be performing on stage and singing and really just putting all of her energy into something that turns out so amazingly beautiful. And I also really appreciate that she's a nerd and likes nerdy things like I do, like Star Wars and Harry Potter and all of those things.
Along with the creativity thing, I really like that, like, she doesn't, like, compromise when it comes to making stuff. She really sticks to it until she gets it how she likes it.
Yeah, she's really, really persistent and in a good way to get things done in a way that they need to be done, which is really, really awesome.
She also cares about people. She cares, like, how they're doing, and she's there for all of her friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And very honest and very truthful in every aspect, and that's why we appreciate Mia.
Hey Nate, just wanted to give you a little shout out, let you know how much we appreciate you. We love you, and ACA is definitely better having had you here. We have really loved your awesome attitude and how well you treat other people. I just notice it in class, on the field, wherever you find yourself. You are just such a great teammate, a great classmate, and a great friend to everyone around you. You treat everybody with a lot of dignity and a lot of respect, and that's something that we will really treasure about you. I hope you can have many awesome slopes to shred in the future. I hope you have a wonderful time after this year and a great finish to your year at ACA. Love you, Nate.
So here I go. Paige. My twin, my big sis, my best friend, and my coach. I love you so, so much. Maybe a little too much. We would always talk about how love is an action, and time after time you would prove to me you loved me, whether it was holding me when I was crying, or coming to my house on Christmas because you wanted to see me so much, or getting me gifts and bringing me your mom's sweet treats, or even coaching me on weekends when I needed help on my skills. You never failed to pick up the phone when I need you the most or when I needed really good advice about my situation. But I'm so thankful every time I wake up that God gave me a best friend who gives me the world and more. Honestly, I never told you this, but I finally figured out why God put you in my life when He did. It's because He knew only one person could mend my heart when my cousin died, and it was the girl that reminded me the most of her. You're exactly 1 month and 13 days apart. You have the same hair and the same smile that I remember. I'm not saying you're her, because you're not, and I never want you to be, because you have ambition and drive that I've never seen. You work so hard for all you have accomplished. I could never be prouder of you. Though you're going to be 172 miles away in 2 hours and 41 minutes from my house, I'm still gonna love you there and back. I'm going to miss your smile when you see me sing and make a fool of myself, but most of all, I'm going to miss your hugs. They always seem to make me feel better and remind me that I'm loved. I'm going to miss you more than anything. And I hope you know how much you're loved by your friends and family, but most of all, by me. Go kick some adult butt out there in the real world. P.S. I'm still buying you a Chick-fil-A milkshake every time you hit a girl in the face. I love you so much, Paige. Hey Rachel, I just finished writing your senior speech, and in case you can't tell, I shed a few tears even writing it, because I cannot believe that you are leaving me, even though you're only going to be an hour away, so I'll be at your dorm like every day. But for real, I didn't think that this was the way I was going to give your senior speech. I remember saying last year, like, I had to do it. I was going to do it. There was no other person who's going to do it. I was going to do it. But I thought we would be in an auditorium. I thought we would be, I would cry a few tears. I would hug you, and afterwards we'd go get a bite to eat at Kokula and talk for hours like we do best. But I never thought it would be over the phone and miles away from each other. But God knew, and you know that God knew, and that's what I love most about you, Rachel, is your reliance on our Heavenly Father. I don't know where to start. I don't have any words, enough words to describe how great you are, but I will start from the beginning. So I met you at a cross-country practice. It was my first time ever even running cross-country, and the first thing I noticed about you was your smile. It was so kind and welcoming. Never lose that smile, Rachel. North Greenville is going to need that smile. The world is going to need that smile. And never lose your excitement over the little things. That's the second thing I noticed about you, is how excited you were to get me on the team. Even though I was a little freshman. I was little. I was scared of my mind. I was in a new state. I was in a new school. But you were excited over the tiniest thing. And most of all, I remember your voice, Rachel. You led the cross-country team in worship that day, and I remember that you had the most beautiful, pure voice that I'd ever heard. And that is your greatest quality. Not your voice, but your leadership. You lead with confidence. You lead boldly. But most of all, you lead with humility, and that is so beautiful. You're a leader, Rachel, a God-given gift of leadership. And ACA needs leaders like you, and they're suffering a great loss to lose you next year. But get ready, North Greenville, because you are about to see a warrior in the kingdom who is going to fight the good fight. And I can't wait to see what the Holy Spirit does through you. I remember the first time I got excited about worship with you. We were sitting in Sissa's house on her couch, and I said, Rachel, do you know this song? And you said, yes, I love that song. And I said, let's sing it. And that was the beginning of a journey that has truly, and I say this with all honesty, changed my life. Rachel, I have loved every second of singing with you. I have loved every second of worshiping with you through our life, but again, North Greenville would have that. They're just stealing a lot from me these days. I also remember, and I know how big of a servant you are. I remember one night we were having youth culture, and I remember you driving around the entire state picking up people just so they could go to youth group with us. Rachel, you're a servant. You are a true servant. So I just want to say a few things before I wrap up. Get ready for me to be in your dorm all the time, because you're only going to be an hour away. And I'll miss the little things. I'll miss seeing your face in the morning. I'll miss hugging you in the hallways. I'll miss worshiping with you in our lives, on stage, in a crowd of 60,000 people in Atlanta. I cherish every memory, every road trip, every talk with you, Rachel. So let's make so many more. Thank you for telling me about Jesus. He's your best friend, and that is evident in your life. I love you so much. Thanks for being my sister.
Dear Reese, ever since we were young, you have been a wonderful role model to me. You have shown me what it's like to constantly put in the hard work even when you don't want to. You have taught me how to be a smart leader and a good example for those to follow. But most importantly, you have always had my back. Even though we fight approximately 73.8% of the time, I know that I can always count on you to watch my back in a fight, no matter what. You have been a great big brother to me, and for that, I'm very grateful. While I'm very excited for you to get out of the house, I'm also scared. Scared that I will no longer have anyone to go outside and kick a ball with, no one to sympathize with about Mom's wrath, and no one to tell Dad to ease up with his constant reminders of what I need to get done. And I know you're scared too, and that's okay. I know it'll be hard for you to have fun in college without my constant reminders to clean your room, or spontaneous bursts of loud energy, or my wonderful sense of humor that you so dearly love. But I know you can do it. I know I would never say this to your face, hence why I'm making a video, but I love you, bro, and I know you'll do wonderful things in college. Save some ladies for the rest of the dudes there. Have fun, and know that you've always got your bro G. I'm just one call away.
My compliments of Ryan do go beyond his height at first base, which I like very much. Saving a few errant throws over there is always nice. But I do like his diligence. You know, once he sets his mind to something, he's going to do it. Of course, his Tommy John surgery, you know, a great recovery there, and he should pitch in college for Cleveland. That's going to be exciting stuff. But also, when we were going to the Dominican, he worked at this landscaping company and really worked hard to get the money there. And so you can really see Ryan's hard work, and that's something I respect tremendously. It is the spirit of all Americans, is the hard work, and I really appreciate anybody who is willing to set a goal and work diligently to achieve it. And that's my most admirable characteristic, Ryan Blake.
Yo, what's up, Ryan? It's Ben. I just wanted to say that it sucks that you couldn't have your 5th senior season on the field, but I just wanted to say that I'm super happy for you that you're going to have the ability to play in college, and it was a pleasure playing with one of my best friends, so thanks, dude.
Hey Ryan, it's your boy Prison Luke. I just want to say that even though it was a short year, you did a fantastic job as a senior, and I really appreciate what you did for us, and I hope you have a great year and a great few years in college, and good luck, man.
Samantha Schroeder is like the epitome of joy. She's always happy, she's always working really hard, and she succeeds in almost everything. She's happy and joyful, and she shows Jesus to me in more ways than one. I really have loved being on stage with her. I've loved working beside her to create a show. She's always been just so happy and loving, and she includes me in everything, and I've loved getting to know her. She has been so kind in everything. I'm very excited to see how she does and to see her graduate, and I know that she's gonna do wonderful, amazing things in this world. She's gonna make a huge difference. She's incredible. So Samantha, thank you so much for everything you've taught me.
So when I first met Samuel, I actually pulled him out of his car seat by his hair, and then a few years later he got me back when he went through his biting stage, but eventually we worked things out and we've been best friends ever since. When you grow up with somebody, you really get to learn a lot about who they are as a person, and one of the things I have always admired about Samuel is how he looks at every challenge as an opportunity to show the world who he really is. Samuel always perseveres and he never backs down from any obstacle. Growing up, Samuel was the funny one and I was the one that wore the crazy outfits, and now it appears that he has taken on both of those roles. But growing up with him the last 18 years has honestly been such a blessing, and I'm so excited to be able to welcome him to the Wolfpack family next year, and I cannot wait to see where God takes him in the next phase of his life.
Sam, I really don't want to write this because I know this means bye. I don't think this will live up to the speech you wrote me when I left, since that made me bawl my eyes out. But I'll give it a try. Sam, you're one of the smartest, hardest working people I know. You would think as the dumber of the brothers, I would be jealous. And I'm surprised I'm not, because in fact, I am so proud to call you family. You have done so well for yourself, becoming a valedictorian, getting accepted into Chapel Hill, even if it is the inferior school. Go Pack. I knew you could do it all along. You're an amazing student, amazing brother, amazing son, and an amazing person. I know you'll go on to be the next Elon Musk, or the next president, or both, perhaps. I love you so much, and I'm always just a phone call, text, or 31-minute drive away. Yes, I made sure to look exactly how far away you are. Remember me when you go on to colony Mars. I love you.
Alright. Sam is not your average 18-year-old. Being wiser and smarter than anyone that age I have ever seen, Sam is an old soul trapped in a young body. He can be found listening to Frank Sinatra, Miles Davis, and Count Basie. Growing up, Sam and I did not get along for whatever reason. We were always arguing over toys and whose turn it was to play video games. But as time obviously progressed, I can say confidently now that Sam has a very special place in my heart. From that one terrible job that we had together to us playing Overcooked in LEGO Star Wars, it seemed like yesterday you were just a little boy, Sam, to now being valedictorian of your class. Sam, I'm so proud of you for all you've accomplished and who you have grown into. I wish I had your work ethic and your drive to succeed, and I don't know someone more determined and focused than you. Now you're about to take the next step in your life, and just know I'm here for you every single step of the way. I love you, Sam, and best believe I'm going to be visiting you a lot in college.
When I think about my brother, I think about two things. One, his love and care for others, and two, his ability to break things. His care for others is evident daily in his relationships with his friends and family. Here, it's helping around with various household tasks and entertaining his younger brother during his quarantine. With his friends, it's always seeing what they want to do first before his own. 2. His ability to break things. More recently, it's been his ability to break things and put them back together with the purpose of learning, which is why I'm excited to see how far he will fly with engineering. I can't wait to meet the people that you do and learn the things that you will teach me. Thank you for all that you have given.
Skylar Bartman, I'm a little upset with you right now. You're leaving me, and that makes me really mad. But it's okay. I'm just gonna put aside the anger and talk about how awesome you are, because that's easy. For real, all jokes aside, I'm going to miss you next year. Yesterday you left my house, and immediately when you left, I felt a sense of sorrow and sadness, and I thought to myself, what do I do now? And I cannot imagine how much bigger I'm going to be feeling that feeling in August when I watch your car drive away with a lot of tears in my eyes. Any room you walk into, you light up, and any room that you leave, the people in the room feel your absence, Skylar. And ACA, especially me, is going to be feeling your absence next year. So thank you so much for bringing a light into that school. Your laugh is contagious, your smile is beautiful, and your voice touches people. And I'm going to miss laughing with you, I'm going to miss smiling with you, and I'm especially going to miss singing with you, Skylar. We've been through it. 2 years feels like a lifetime with you, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. If I could sum up our relationship in 2 words, it would be unconditional love. Because you love me unconditionally, and that is the coolest part about our relationship. No matter how many times I'm stupid, no matter how many times I mess up, no matter how many times you mess up, no matter how many ups and downs we go through, we know that we love each other, and it's unconditional. And that's the beauty of our relationship. It is so Christ-centered, it is so gospel-centered, and it is so grace-centered, and I love that. Thank you so much for late nights in the car jamming to music, or writing music with me, or holding me when I'm crying and letting me scream when I'm angry. For just listening, not having to talk, Skylar, that means the world to a freshman girl who's coming to a new school who knows no one. You've touched my life in a way that no other person has, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But my favorite thing about you is that you're real. You don't pretend you're perfect. You don't cover up. and act like you've got it all together, but rather rejoice in the fact that you are made new in Christ and that you are constantly being sanctified by Him, and that makes you so beautiful. And sometimes I just wish you would look around you and see all the people that are just watching you in awe, and I can't wait to hear about that for you in college. You're ready for this, Skylar. You are going to draw a lot of people to you, and because of that, they're going to be drawn to the Lord because of the Holy Spirit in you, and that is so cool. You're a true dreamer, and I can't wait to see what the Holy Spirit does in your life, but there's a whole lot more I would love to say to you right now, but because of time, I'm going to save it all for a fat letter that I'm sending off with you to college. Skylar, I love you so much, and if I was with you in person right now, I'd be bawling my eyes out. But thank you so much for taking me under your wing and for being the best friend anyone could ask.
Hello, Sophie. So happy Senior Appreciation Day. I wanted to make a video to appreciate you. So basically, I know things aren't going how you wanted them to be going right now. Obviously, stuck in quarantine with our parents. Obviously, you don't have anyone to hang out with. I'm not there. Obviously, shows are running out on Netflix. But I wanted to let you know that for the past, 12 years of school, you've always worked hard. Ever since the beginning, when you got Principal's Choice Art project for your cow, or whatever it was. And, through middle school, transitioning to ACA, and in high school, you always worked really hard. I've never felt like, I don't know if you've ever felt like, you're in my shadow, but I've never felt like you're in my shadow. I've always felt like you are doing your own thing, and you work really hard to make your own footprint. And moving into college, I know you're gonna be a really good student, much better than me. You're very passionate about the things you care about, more passionate than I ever was. And you're a really great young woman, and I'm excited to watch you keep growing, because the journey's not over. Obviously, this is just stepping stone. You've upgraded from the fort that we used to have in the woods behind our house to the fort underneath the deck, and there's going to be another fort moving on after that. So congratulations, I love you, and I'll see you soon.
Hey Trev, so at the time I'm recording this, you are 23 days away from graduating from ACA, which, trust me, I know is no easy feat. Growing up, we didn't always necessarily see eye to eye, but I knew that you had my back, and I'm pretty sure you knew that I had yours too. We've been through a lot together, from moving to a different country to going through countless schools. But I truly believe that our high school years at ACA were our most formative. Yes, we fought the most, but we also grew the most, and grew stronger together. From coming up to you in the lunchroom, to embarrass you in front of all your friends, to seeing each other on the afternoon cross-country runs, seeing that we were both walking and having that mutual understanding that neither of us would be running that day. Sorry, Mr. Engel. And I've always enjoyed being your protective older sister. That's why it was really hard for me last year when I had to leave to go to college. Knowing that I was 4 hours away and there was no easy way to get home if you needed me or if something happened was really hard for me. And that the most I could do on short notice was a phone call. And yes, there were many phone calls, but normally it wasn't you asking for my help. It was me telling you every single detail of my day. Or you staying on the phone with me at 10 when you were trying to play your video games because I didn't want to walk home alone. Thank you for always being someone I could lean on, someone I could count on, and someone I could confess everything to. And knowing that you didn't mind listening to me. I am so proud of everything I've seen you accomplish, and it's been amazing to watch you grow throughout high school. You are so much smarter than you realize. I am amazed when you run into my room to ask me if I wanted anything printed on the 3D printer. or when you told me you were going to build your own computer, or when you went to a coding camp and designed your own app. You are going to do great things, and I'm very excited to see it. These next 4 years are going to be the best 4 years of your life, and I pray that God will guide your feet and that He will put people in your life who will make it the best time of your life. College is truly what you make it, and a big part of that is the people who you surround yourself with. Now, as I said, these are the best 4 years of your life, but make sure you sleep. Trust me, you will get a lot more sleep than you did at ACA, at least 7 hours a night. And make sure that you always focus on your studies, because it's the most important thing. And when it comes down to it, you're learning what you love, and so everything's a lot more interesting. I know that I will probably be crying as I drive up to help you move in. But I also know that I will probably be there a month or two later to come see a football game, or rather, make you take me to see a football game. So I know that even though we're going to be a couple hours away, whenever you need me, whenever I need you, we're just a phone call away, and we would drive the distance to see each other if one of us needed the other. I love you so much, Trevor, and I can't wait to see what your future holds.
Hey Tyler, you probably weren't expecting me to do this, but I was asked to and I was like, of course, it'll be so easy to talk about him for a minute. Okay, so we met about 3 years ago because you're in my strength class, but we became super close last year. You've always been someone I know I can come to if I just want to talk or if I really need to laugh. You get me like no one else does, and I'm going to cherish all the memories I have with you, and I can't wait to make so much more. You've had a few bumps along the road, like when you busted your face open in your basketball game last year. But the crazy thing is you came back even stronger than before, and now you get to do what you love best in college. Thank you for always being there for me, and I know I can always count on you. Don't ever change, and everyone in your life is so, so proud of you. I can't believe you're leaving, but I'm going to miss you like crazy, and I know you're going to do great things at LMU.
When I was asked to speak about Will, I thought, what do you say about someone who so many people look up to, and for good reason? I mean, his height is what led to his legendary impression of Mr. Tap. And of course, you can't forget his other performances, including in the Big Green Tractor and of course, the Backstreet Betas. No, it doesn't sound as good as when he sung it. Will's been involved in so many things at ACA, including being on the Frisbee and soccer teams, and then for his senior year, randomly joining the track and swim team. Being a part of the swim team is what inspired him to ask his date to CB while wearing only a swim trunk and swim cap, and not at a pool, not even anywhere near a pool, but at school. Classic. Some of his other escapades have included constantly scaring poor Madame with his friend Caleb, being a founding father for the dehydration station, getting stuck in a giant cardboard tube until his kind friend Jonathan kicked him over, and during Walk Through the Ear, playing bumper cars with giant inflatable pool toys. Alongside his goofiness, Will has a very evident faith in the Lord and strong beliefs that have come with that, and he's not afraid to share his opinion, which is good. He's a good friend, he's kind, he's hilarious, and he has the biggest sticker collection of anyone that I've ever met. This senior class has really become really special and very inspirational to a lot of underclassmen, and Will is definitely one of the people who's made it that way. He's definitely made math, anatomy, and swim team more fun for me, and he's made the high school more fun for everyone else. Will, I just hope this is a little reminder of what a big impact you've made on ACA, and how much you're going to be missed. You're going to do great in college, Will. Just make sure you get a new calculator first.
Wilson, what's up? It's your senior year, but it only feels like 4 years ago I was on the Saints football team, just now getting on, and you pulled me aside, taught me a few things how to play football, a few things about football and how to play it. Next year on the Saints team is going to be different without you as a quarterback, not blocking for you. Same thing in the high school, not screaming "Will, son" in the middle of the hallway and giving you a random hug in the middle of breaks, in and out of class and things. You're going to college. Hopefully it'll be good for you. Have some fun, not too much fun. And you might have to come back and have Coach Sperlin let you talk for 30 minutes during football practice. Have fun, and we'll see you around.